Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the party. Let me adjust the levels of my game a little bit. Like maybe something close to here. It's probably okay. And welcome back. How are you? How was your day? Did you do some cool shit? Did you exhausted all options and right now you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna sleep like for a month? Did you eat something good today? Did you kiss that boy or girl that you like? Yeah, probably not. I know I haven't. So last time we played... Last time I lost a bunch of times. Like I played Metaphor and I lost and I lost and I lost, and after a while I realized how to play this game. So my brilliant insight, I say brilliant with a touch of sarcasm, that it tells you when the first row or the back row is gonna be attacked. It actually tells you, and you can dodge by selecting which row you are at. And I did not know that, and this makes the game way easier to play. So that is my insight of the day. Can you guys hear me well? Let's assume that you can hear me well. Alright, I'm exhausted. Buddy, you have no idea. So am I. So am I. Should I call it a night? Yeah, I think we should rest. Let's just rest. Let's relax. Today is all about relaxation and taking it easy because it's Monday. What is this? Again?
Huh?
If your keyboard was alive...
Sure I fell asleep.
Oh, I definitely fell asleep. Listening to you. Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I? If your keyboard was alive, what would it say about you? Oh, please, goddammit, make it stop! The smut! I can't take it anymore. There's so much smut. That's what it say about me. Probably. Not really. Profanity? Definitely. Like, who doesn't curse once in a while they type something? I also type very quickly. I actually think a little bit faster than I'm able to speak or to type. So what happens is that I type a bunch of nonsense. I usually even skip syllables or words. I guess what my keyboard, if my keyboard was alive, what it would say about me is that I'm a caveman. Me, human, me do good, me write, me type keyboard. Words complicated, me skip words. You understand?
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger.
What, again? I feel like I already been here, but...
You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid.
Confidence is my middle name.
As I mentioned previously, the Archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward.
I don't know, I'm not very virtuous or noble. Smut is something I can do.
The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights.
I feel like you're talking about my stream, because this is exactly what I'm trying to do. What we're trying to build in the stream is a party of people. Right, so the chat is the party. Whenever you join the chat, you join the party. You are the member of this stream that is gonna turn into a video game company one of these days.
One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Sounds wonderful.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're
You know,
trying
people
to
who-
keep out of the public eye here.
People in the chat who pay money to you.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words,
That makes so
even
much sense.
archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration.
Okay.
Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again.
Why is it that every character in anime games or JRPGs are so weird? They have a very strong presence.
The royal
Like
funeral
this
draws ever closer.
interesting presence.
4 days remain.
4 days? That's plenty of time to take a shit and make myself lunch. You ready? Let's hit the road then. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad. Where is that?
Hold on.
Is this Grand Trad? No? Is this... No, this is a camp.
Hold on. This place here.
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We cannot wait any longer. Are you ready?
Great.
No?
Let's move out.
Right, let's get moving then. Whoever gave you that idea that I'm ready?
Dragon's threat in the Nord mines. The party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital.
Does it look like I'm ready for anything? I am not. I am as confused as you are.
Ever closer. 2 days remain.
2 days? It was 4 days just a second ago. How long did I stay in the bathroom? That must have been one hell of a shit.
We found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Yes, because of the shit that I made a while back.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
We both did well to make it out.
Yes, we certainly did.
Are you guys best friends now?
The last couple days have certainly been eventful.
Well, that's putting
Almost
it
feels
mildly.
like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Not to be fair, your entire world is fiction, so...
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
Oh, I have that luxury. I can be ignorant at whatever I
Almost to
want.
the capital.
I don't want to, but...
Quiet now.
The older you get, the more you realize that being incredibly smart either is not possible for you, or is completely useless. It's one or the other.
Milady.
Milady! Damn,
Welcome back.
hips don't lie.
And thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Whoa, her voice, she looks so strong
Surely you jest,
and
milady.
independent.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even
Yes,
remember we
hips,
were
but she
searching
doesn't
in the
have an
first
ass.
place.
Something that I don't really understand.
The royal
I do like the red
funeral
hair.
draws ever closer.
One day?
Remains.
Man, time sure flies in this game. I cannot believe I've been playing for 3 days straight now. Holy shit. And not a
Escaping the
single
North
viewer.
Lines,
Well.
the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal
Hey there, Way.
As they gaze
I miss
upon
you,
the
buddy.
city, flags
How
of mourning
is
float
your day
in the wind.
going?
The
Right, because
magnitude of
it's
their mission
morning.
exacts its
11
toll
o'clock,
on
something
the
like that
heart.
in the morning. How's your day so far? Did you have a great morning? Tell me all about it. Like, realistically, the best day, the best time of my day is meeting you. What is that horse?
The
Get
fog's
some
rolling in.
zeros
Rain's
down,
the
but down
last
back.
thing we need.
Oh, that sounds serious. Are you okay? Did you break a leg? You know that people only say to break a leg. You're not actually supposed to do it.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
So, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I am curious. But I'm having problems with the right one. Oh, what happened? Did somebody piss you up and you kicked them in the balls? Man, those balls must have been very, very hard for you to break your leg. And what's up with those horses? Seriously, what kind of are those horns or ears? You see them too, right? It's just not me. They're like
Oh, it'll be fine. All the
Yes,
aristocrats
exactly.
bringing
Those
their
are
own personal
rabbit
guards.
horses.
I imagine both
They
is the
don't
worst we'd
gallop.
worry about.
They skip. Yeah.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves.
So what did happen? Is it a... Can I ask, like... I know you maybe you're uncomfortable with it, but I'm genuinely curious what happened. Was I right? Did you actually kick somebody in the balls? Please tell me that's the case, because that would be so funny. Rabbit horses and rabbit horses, two different things. You are correct, sir. I didn't even think about that. What's the most useless superpower you love to have? Useless? What's the most useless superpower you would like to have? The ability to change my appearance, I guess? Nah, that would suck. That would suck. Maybe the ability to change... No. What's the most useless superpower you would love to have? I know, seeing couple of seconds into the future. Nothing so interesting, just random pain that came out of blue that's been bothering me for a while and not going anywhere. So doctor ordered for x-rays to make sure nothing is broken. Well, what did the x-rays show? Or did they show nothing? Well, I think with x-rays, usually the doctors can tell pretty much right away if something is wrong. Especially with modern AI, they can even pinpoint very urgent areas. For a week, that seems extensively long. It's kind of sad. I mean, I'm sure you're okay, but there are two things sad about your situation from my point of view. First of all, you have to wait a week for results. A week! That is insane! Just how many orders does this hospital get? Right? A week is way too long. And second, knowing the healthcare system in America, I bet it's pretty expensive. I really hope you have insurance. Let's not draw attention to ourselves.
There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Okay, I see. Man, the entire system, healthcare system in America is very difficult. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's fairly difficult. It kind of makes people very upset when it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, but it's actually a very good system. You pretty much get free healthcare. Yeah, I can see why. It makes perfect sense. Like, it seems like, which is one of the things that I'm really upset about the situation about healthcare in America. I'm not American, so I have absolutely no place to say this, but come on, when people actually are in trouble, they should get healthcare like that. Health is way too important for it to be expensive, you know? It just makes no sense, and it really fuels me, like it makes me angry with the situations like that. It should be one of the basic human rights in any given country. Healthcare, education, freedom of speech. I think those are three main ones. I guess freedom in general is a very good one. But at least those three.
Here we go.
Darius went ahead. Let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
Where did he go? I have various health problems, so I do, but not everyone will have to get it. You just have to do it out, which is so unfortunate. Aw, man, I am so sorry.
That's terribly unfair.
That is terrible. To have health problems is a very terrible Is it difficult for you? Like, honestly, I don't have any terrible issues. My only terrible issues is acne. Like, I have technically scars on my chest because as a kid I would get a lot of acne and it would scar. Chip views on streambo.net. Well, goddamn, you've convinced me that I wanna tell you to go fuck yourself, Danielion 4. Jesus Christ, I wish that there were no scammers on stream, you know? On the plus side, I can react harshly without feeling guilty.
The Grand Cathedral, why? That's terribly unfair.
I don't know if it's lucky or not, but you know, there's a silver lining for everything in life. Wait, where is Garius? Where is Gardius? Gardius? Oh wait, there's a marker. We're not gonna go where the marker is showing us. No, we're rebels. I against any detours right now. Sunshade Rose just down the stairs on the corner. What if I don't want to go there? What are you gonna do to me then? That's right, nothing. There's nothing you can do about it because I do what they want. Why can't I destroy these boxes? Why would somebody put a perfectly fresh stack of boxes and not let me to destroy them? I also have another doctor app tomorrow morning, so I probably won't be able to make it to the stream. Just a heads up. It's okay, Wei. I understand. Just, you know, you do you. Take care of your health. Like I always say, there are maybe 4 things that are actually important. Number 1 is, of course, your health. Number 2 is your family and friends. Number 3 is yourself. You have to work on yourself. And number 4 is, I don't know, just having a good time. Having something to strive towards. You know, relationships. The good ones. That's all that matters in the world. Everything else is just chatter. Just yap in the back of the whatever. So, you know, you do you, buddy. Wait a second. What are those little... What is this? What does this do? Oh, I get it. It probably draws mana, right? From, I'm guessing, the air. And it lights up. Pretty cool. But it doesn't seem like I can do anything here. At the very least, you know, my stream is not getting stuck. I've updated the Streamlabs plugin. That probably helped. Or it could be that something got stuck somewhere. I don't know. My ISP had some troubles lately, so maybe that was the issue. So this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from praying eyes. But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? So far. We have a superstition here where I'm from. If you say something and you don't want it to actually happen, you knock on wood. Oh wait, maybe it's a superstition everywhere. No 5-minute chat delay is nice. Yeah, exactly. We can actually communicate now. We can talk, which is very nice. Talking is nice. I love talking. Zoom, 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 zoom. Alright, you, big guy. The husband honeybee inn? Only bad sorts of folks in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk. I won't stop you. Get on the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows. Go down that, and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of the way. Okay. I will try to chill out and just... Why are you sitting on the ground? That's filthy. I think so, yes. It's a fantasy setting, so most of these fantasy settings, especially in anime space, is in medieval.
The crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
So this looks like a typical fantasy anime
Watch out for pickpockets.
setting.
You can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
Although, looking at the architecture, I wouldn't say it's medieval. There's a lot of stone everywhere, but the architecture itself is... It's not even Renaissance. It looks fairly new, actually. It's weird.
This place.
Yeah, I like it too. It feels very... I wouldn't say nostalgic, but...
Got it.
Finally, a place to get proper rest. Something's good cooking too. I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
You're back.
Papa, welcome home.
Papa? You have a daughter? You have a daughter. And she's how old? What?
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble.
I don't believe he's a father.
Well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So, yeah.
Well, technically he's not wrong.
It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home.
You do know that bunch of fairly uncommon folk, let's call them that, frequent this in establishment of yours, right? I heard some bad rumors about this place. You don't look like a bad person.
Manners, Maria.
She didn't do anything. She was just standing there silently. Are you a harsh mother? Is she being a very bad mother to you, Maria? You can tell me.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Oh, sorry, I already ate it. Did you want some?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
Wow, she's so diligent. When I was her age, I would just lay in my bed watching cartoons.
You're
She's
back
actually
sooner
helping
than
her
I
folks
thought.
out.
Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
Neither did I. I didn't even know he has a wife.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Oh, so that's not your wife. I guess it makes sense. Maria doesn't have the little ears.
Of course. It wouldn't be the honeybee without her.
Is it called a honeybee because of Maria? Because she's little. And honeybees are cute. Apparently.
Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Or two. Do you have any
Once we're
pasta?
done, we'll head upstairs.
Sorry, Grius. I like you, but I see you as a friend. I really want to go to you in your bedroom.
It's so good.
You know, those tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
I thought it in my
Oh,
tongue.
pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Yeah, I also like to partake in meat. That came out wrong.
Red grass roasted bidao. Bird meat.
Bird meat.
One of our hometown specialities.
Nice. Just the kind of meat I like.
She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
Look at his armor, it's all beaten and torn. Hey Grius, buddy, I think you need new armor.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us.
Right, now I need a dictionary. What does unveil themselves mean to us? I assume it means appear or show themselves.
Which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Ah, but it is gonna be feet. And if we take pics of it, we can put it on OnlyFans. People like feet pics, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that people do like feed pigs.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
And then I read Wei saying, "Yep, you are correct." I know what you meant by "Yep, you are correct," but I assumed it's about the feet.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
You know what is insane? Pineapple on pizza. That is insane. This is quite normal.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him.
I'm not reassured by any of this, Grius. Like, it's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance to confront the man.
I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening.
What am I supposed to do? Get my pants down and show him my ass? I guess I do have a hairy ass. It might work. I want the sweet fruit on my savory pizza either. Exactly. Pizzas are not supposed to be sweet. That's all I'm saying.
And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, alright? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things.
Okay. So, what does that put me in? What kind of position? Are my pants are supposed to go down, or do they keep where they are? The plan is confusing. Do I show him my ass or not?
All I need.
What are you gonna do with that? Shave your beard? Because I was meaning to say you could have a little trim on the sides. Maybe cut your eyebrows.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't...
No,
shit.
you're just getting away. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one.
I guess you're not the most elegant assassins out there.
Nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
All right. Not much of a choice, I suppose.
Well, we
One
either kill him
last
or
thing.
he kills us.
Keep
So.
Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Ah, you're such a
I'm at
softie.
least going to tuck her in.
Got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
I'll never give you that idea. You're her father. I know it's gonna be hard for you, but you need to tuck her in and tell her that you love her. That's what you should do for your children. Why is it so hard? You could only speak in quotes from one game forever. What game are you choosing? Any of the Spider-Man games. Why? Because of the quips. The quips. Or, you know, Mass Effect. I guess if I wanted something more serious, I would choose Mass Effect. But honestly, I'm leaning towards any Spider-Man game. Like the newest one, Marvel Spider-Man 2. The quips. Oh, the quips. I wish I was as quippy as Spider-Man.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose.
Yes. Very fatherly side. You know, I ask why is it so hard to do the right thing, but I kind of get it. Like, think about everybody's relationship is very difficult. People don't communicate very well, and it's hard to express what we feel to other people. Even if you know that you need to be vulnerable, it's not an easy thing to do. Exactly, Peter Parker is very funny in my opinion. And the fact that he just comes up with those quips on the fly, well, he is a genius. Still, it's very amazing.
Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, I'll be the liability in the group this time then.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves.
What do you mean by that? Do you need some time to yourself? Should I bring you a magazine?
But I'd feel bad leaving Marie all alone. Shall we go check in on her? At least?
Should I do it and just leave you alone for a while? Girls have needs too, I mean...
Look at that.
Okay, I'll come back later. My jokes are very... dirty. They're not always funny, and not everybody understands them.
Did you need something?
Let's play a game!
Nothing in particular.
You're here for no reason. Oh, I just remembered. Papa
Yeah,
said
that's
you
exactly
have a
it.
strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Want to read it together?
Really?
I don't see a reason
So
why
I still
not.
have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Aw, she's nice in a very scary and intimidating kind of a way.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
But does she get paid? Because I feel like if she doesn't get paid, there's a rule somewhere that says that she should be.
Let's read
I'm
them.
just using her for free labor.
There's so many pictures. Are all books like this?
No, most books don't have any pictures.
Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
Do you help out every day?
Mm-hmm. It's lots and lots of work, but it's fun too.
I agree. I love working. Like, my biggest dream is to have so much energy that I could work for roughly 16 hours a day. If I only could do it, my life would improve so much more. But I can't. The most that I'm able to do is like maybe 16 hours or 14 hours. Like after 10 hours my brain just shuts down and I have to push through. The most effective is like 4 hours a day. That is the most effective. After that, the progress is negligible, but I don't know. I just love the feeling you get, the rush you get after you grind it for like 11 hours and then you feel tired as shit and you wanna quit and your mind feels like exploding. By the way, I don't know if this is just me, but if I stand for 8 hours a day, during hour 4 or 5, I'm starting to get this sensation in my mind. It's not brain fog, but it feels like it obscures my ability to think. Like I can't think clearly. So yeah, that's weird. Just recently I've been standing very much because I don't know, I have a standing desk. What's the point of a standing desk if you don't stand for the entire 8 hours a day you are working? I mean, come on.
Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
What are your skills, Maria? Well, I am good at waiting and I like when people think I'm smart. No, I'm not standing right now, I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting on my ass because I don't have a standing desk in my apartment. I have one at the office. Well, it's not my desk. By the way, my desk has a name. So when I tried it's a new job. So I've been having this job for about 3 months, 2 months, something like that. And the table is not my table. The company provided it. I didn't bring my own, table to the company. Like, who does that? But that desk belonged to somebody else. And I looked, for some reason, I looked under the desk. I don't remember what was the reason. And there was a note. a blue tape was attached to the desk and it said Augustina, something like that. So yeah, my desk has a name, and it's a she, and her name is Augustina. I never been more intimate with any other woman as I've been with her. She is the only love for me. She does. She really carries my burdens. She helps me lean when I need someone to lean on. She really does carry the water for me. She will not bring me any coffee, but she will hold it for me. So yeah, she's pretty she is worried about my health. She's really overprotective. That's what she is.
Are you sure you're doing all right?
Yes. Papa's always like this when he comes home. But I'm happy he's here. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Let's do this again sometime.
Really? You don't mind talking to me?
Why would I mind talking to you? Just how low is your self-esteem? Seriously, like, if anyone's watching the stream or a YouTube video of the live stream, or maybe I made a short out of this, if you feel like her, if you have to ask yourself, really, you don't mind talking to me, you have some serious self-esteem issues. Who wouldn't want to talk with you? You're amazing. You are amazing just the way you are. You know, so treat yourself a low. You are good enough. Believe it. I'm sorry, I get upset about things like that. It really speaks to me because I used to feel like that also. Feels good, man.
You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe.
Is this a new handshake? Surf's up, dudes.
I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
She must feel anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about our safety. Aww. Oh, okay. I thought it was something like, hey, what surfer dudes do, you know? Bottoms up, mate. Gnarly. I don't know. I don't know how surfer dudes are. I never met anyone that's a surfer dude. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature. Yay, does that mean I will unlock...
Yes. Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer.
Gnarly, brah.
Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
That is very nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just realized something. Yes, exactly! We've unlocked a new archetype, the healer. Oh, is it cool? You can now study the healer in academia, trying to see what new powers await you.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'll try to read a little bit more. And then I'll go find Miss Fabian and go to bed.
Let's see, do I have? No, I don't. I need to find a tutorial of this game, walkthrough guide of some sort, so I wouldn't miss anything.
Alright.
I think I already missed some
I'll
things.
try to read this part now. In this country, the inn...
In lie.
The something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life.
City! Do you guys know about South Park? City! I am sorry, I should laugh, but I cannot help it. It's just very funny.
What's this say?
society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia.
It was made to be laughed at. I just feel that people that at this society that we have right now, both Europe, America, Australia, maybe some other countries as well, not countries but continents, I feel that people are a little bit, if not very, what's the right term to use? Pissy? They get too pissed off about, you know, people laughing at stuff. I'm not saying that, you know, it's okay to laugh at people who are disabled. You know, it's not nice, that person, but it's funny. I mean, come on, it's funny. Of course, we're human enough to not do such things to a person of actual disabilities, but it's okay to make jokes. Jokes are just that. They're just jokes. I think it's not okay to laugh at a person when your intent is to hurt him. But if you're just making a joke, I don't think that you should be pissy about a joke. And, you know, it wouldn't be so bad, except that usually the people that are very pissy at those types of jokes have nothing to do with them. They usually defend, right? Defend other people's rights. Like if a comedian make a bunch of jokes about disabled people, it wouldn't be the disabled person that would come and say, you know what, you offended me. No, it would be some sort of a woman in her mid-50s, I guess, that would do such a thing. They're just human. That is very well put. So just because someone is disabled doesn't mean that we should act too different. Of course we have to. There are some not liberties, but we do have to understand that there are certain things that they cannot do because of their disabilities. But they're just human, and we should treat them as humans. That means joking around with them a little bit, if they feel comfortable, I guess. You know, we're not trying to be bullies, we're just trying to have fun.
All are equal. All live in safety. And the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help.
That is a perfect utopia even by today's standards. Like, that is not possible. Especially the gap between the rich and the poor. It is kind of possible, but it's very difficult. It's close to very improbable and practically impossible. And the reason is how we as human beings are made. I think I already talked about this during the stream, but there was a study conducted, and I'm sure there are more than one study conducted like those. But basically, there were a couple of participants and a couple of study groups made, and there were groups of I don't know how many people playing Monopoly basically. And one person in that group, in random, was selected and given special bonuses. So they had more moves, they started with more money, and so on and so forth. Essentially, they had a pass from jail and all kind of other benefits, which in Monopoly terms would mean that they were ahead a lot, so they quickly gained the most property, the most money, and so on and so forth. And what the researchers observed, that most of in the most groups, those types of people that were selected randomly over the course of the game became more and more full of themselves. That's what human beings are. When we get lucky, we contribute our luck to our skill. Basically, we do not think that I just got lucky. We think I did it by myself because I am so much better than everybody else. And welcome to the human condition. So people who actually achieved something in their life, which by the way, a lot of them did it because they were lucky. I mean, there are cases where that's not true, but a lot of them actually did it because they're lucky. They got lucky. Hell, even Bill Gates kind of got lucky when you think about it, because he was in the perfect position in his life when he was a child to be introduced to computers, which then sparked the interest in computers, and he had time to develop how he understood computers, and you know, he had time to learn as he was a kid. So luck is a factor. It's not the only factor, but if we disregard luck as a factor, we become full of ourselves. Drop something, then you actually catch it before falling. You think it's pure skill, and now you're a spider. Yeah, like that scene in Spider-Man 1 in the Tommy Maguire Spider-Man, where he catches MJ, just gets his power, catches MJ when she slips. Her trait flies up somewhere with all the food, and he catches her, he catches the trait, and then he catches the food. But fun fact, did you know that that scene was didn't have any special effects? Toby actually did all of that. I don't know how many takes it took, but he actually did that.
Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting, and everyone always gets along.
Yeah, that's not what happens in real life. There's a lot of fighting. To this day, there are wars fought all over the globe. Yeah, I think the most recent development was where Trump bombarded... Jesus, what was it? I don't really follow the news, but even I heard about it. What was funny to me, I think it was Israel, if I'm not mistaken. They bombarded Israel because they were trying to create atomic nuclear heads. I think that was the situation. I'm not certain. Like I said, I don't follow these things. But what was very funny, after that happened, there were a lot of memes about Trump. And again, not everybody's gonna like this, but one of my favorites was where there was two pictures. One picture, Trump asking Siri to do something for him. I think it was like order something, like food or something. And Siri said, firing nuclear missiles at Israel. And Trump is like, yeet? That was a funny scene. Does story really matter if gameplay slaps? Wow. Oh, wow, that's a good question. Okay, my opinion on this is this. Not really. Unless the story is bad. So, a story has to complement the gameplay if the gameplay is the main focus. If the story is the main focus, then the gameplay needs to complement the story. I'll give you an example. Telltale games. Telltale games are story based games, but they do have some gameplay, but the gameplay complements the story. A game like this is mainly a story based game, basically. A big portion of the game and the big portion of enjoyment is actually through the story, but there's a lot of gameplay aspects also. So this JRPGs in general, they are rich in story and they are rich in gameplay, but gameplay is usually very simplistic. So people usually enjoy these types of games because through grinding you can get special buffs that make you a lot more powerful, which feels very great when executed correctly. So it really depends on the game, I think. But if there's one thing true about game design, in my mind, it's that it really depends on what kind of experience you want to deliver. If you have zeroed down the experience you want to create for your game, and if the gameplay, the story, and all of its elements provide that exact feeling and emotion, that experience that you're trying to craft for the player, if it does deliver that experience, then you have succeeded. It really doesn't matter which one is better, story or gameplay. It's just, the game doesn't need story to be a game. Some games basically barely need any gameplay either, so that's my opinion.
Wow. Where is this place?
So, in a galaxy far, far away.
No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
Bed? Where we're going, we don't need any beds.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
Oh shoot, I have a bad feeling about this.
The King's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
Okay.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry, I'll handle it. So much for sleep.
Don't worry.
Who needs sleep?
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all.
Well, maybe if her father was around a little bit more often, she wouldn't have so much trouble. Plus, you know, I'm guessing that her mother isn't around, so the girl has a lot of issues. I understand. Like, people who don't see their parents very often, they grow up to be isolated. And it's very hard to say why. But they usually have trouble making friends. I say it because I'm kind of the same. Yeah. I get so nervous and flustered, and it's very difficult for me. It's okay, you can laugh, you can say, ha ha, loser! I don't really care, but...
We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
Yes,
I'll see to
sir,
everything here.
Garius,
Don't
sir.
worry.
Papa,
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read a little more from my book, all right?
really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
Yeah, I will probably not see you again. I'm just guessing, but this is gonna go awful.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
Well, that, sir, is a mistake. You should never count on me. Because I will either say something wrong or do something wrong, and it's never not those things. Sometimes it's both.
We'll do our best.
I'll just do best.
Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Sure. Okay, I really need a tutorial on this game. Press RB to open local map. I can show where each facility is located. Major facilities include weapon shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop.
Let's go.
What's that sound?
All right then.
What is this? Regalith Grand Cathedral. Recruitment Center. Hustle the Honeybee. Already been here. If I press on this. Like, what is this? Now you can't see me point. No, wait. Yes, you can. If I go here, 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 and if I... Here. Right here. What is that? What is this? See this right here? What is that?
That reminds me.
We packed with country aristocrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chaos gives us perfect opportunity. Today is the royal funeral. The king, he's really gone. My ball is about to gone too. Gonna have to throw my own royal funeral. Yeah. Ugh, he reeks. What's with this guy? We can't go through this Wait, so let's steer clear. Is that a person dead? Are you drinking in front of the dead person? What is wrong with you? Wait, I know you. I don't know why, but I can sense Morris' presence over there. So can I. Does that mean that this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to academia? Come to think of it, I did find new power. I should go to academia when I can. Sure, I don't see why not. How come you're sitting on a chair? Okay, what do we have here? Pew, 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 pew.
Would you look at this?
I sense the power of new archetype. Do come and speak to me. You want to study it? Sure, why not? Let's study it. Thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path, as I expected you would. Splendid. I realize this is sudden, but there's something I want to ask of you regarding the power you all are gifted with, about archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake. What do you mean by task?
Alright.
To stand fearless in the face of change that may not only alter your form but reveal the heroic quality you embody. That indeed is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all show glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have, yet now their tales and largely forgotten, fables and obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter without the support of others. Their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight and their lives gone unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and united many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall to be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step towards the ideal world I have described in my novel.
Because you see,
researching the power is vital for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate a heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others toward you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue.
This one's important.
To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Louis the Archmage. I should raise the healer archetype to rank 10. This can be completed by anyone. I'll need to challenge who? Alright, baskets. Well, this is gonna take a while.
Please.
You need to complete your task and speak to me. The act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Leave it to me. Why are you helping me? I already told you. Call it a personal wish, an opportunity for mutual benefit.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all of your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Louis.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new, stronger archetypes and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I, too, will share in its growth.
Research.
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return the king's seal upon them and may fade. Such as where this place is and why the king confined me here. Throughout research, you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately reach the utopia I dream of, a mutual beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now there is more I can do to assist you. If archetypes has learned the skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whatever you like. In this way, your encounters with others will become source of even greater strength.
Regards.
Let's face these hardships together. I have high hopes for you future endeavors.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Skill inheritance is now available. You can now spend mag to unlock previous learned skills and give them to other archetypes. What? You can individually spend the skill. Sorry. Ace. Seeker. Oh, this is so cool. Yes, exactly. And look, we can give this archetype a diagonal slash, which is from a completely different archetype. And I can give my warrior the Trakuja, which increases one ally's attack for 3 turns. Oh, this is perfect. That means I can make this warrior archetype into something completely different. Or vice versa. Turn this into something completely different. I like it. Actually, I should add increases physical attacks by 10%. Right. Add this one. Would you like to proceed? Yes, please. I love systems that allow you to do something like that. I can only put 1, but I think that's enough. So the reason I put diagonal slash because it really lacks any kind of skills. If I'm fighting someone who is strong against wind damage, then I can use this skill instead, which is perfect. Okay, but that's enough. That's all I wanted to do. Now, what is this archetype? I really want to check it out. Look at them curves. I'm sorry. What is wrong with me? Hama deals weak magical light damage to one enemy. Huh, very cool. Then you get Medi, which requires weak for all allies. Cure status alignments. Para. Light dodge. Passive increases invasion against light attacks. The Kunda removes all debuffs from allies. This is very good. This is one of the things that I need to unlock. Healer's Insight. Recovers medium HP every turn. Heals more if the archetypes of the same lineage are present. Very cool. So if I'll have the time, I will research more archetypes and how to get better archetypes and so on. But for today, it's all over. I am tired. I did everything I could today. I worked as hard as I could. And I'm very, very, very glad I did the stream. So thank you, Wei. Thank you everybody else that watched my stream. This is it. I enjoyed the chat with you too, bud, and have a nice day. Thank you guys. Thank you, party.